All right, second to last stop. We're in somewhere in Iowa. Just got into Iowa, I think. Not sure. Anyway, it's got an Indian name. I'm pretty sure it's Iowa. So, yep, 2 hours away. No, 3 hours away, 200 miles away. Yeah, so we're still booking. It's 5 o'clock. I should be there probably by 8. All right, so if you haven't figured it out, I have made it here. And I was welcomed by Bleek.
Hey, everybody.
So, all right, so we're gonna get inside. He tells me that there's beer and pizza inside, so let's get inside. I'll stuff some of my crap in the house and we'll get some pizza.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, fellas. Had a great night at Bleek's last night. We are heading out now. We're getting that thing with sightseeing. I have this differently. We're going to go to the Sailorville Spillway. So I guess we're taking you along with us. I love them. Huh?
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my hand.
Something that immediately strikes me about Iowa is how nice all the people are. Everybody waves and smiles and has a good time, and I'm digging it. I could get used to this until it snows, and then I'd be like, what the hell?
All right, so I'm up here with Bleek Rides. We rode our trusty stallions up here. Bleek was just asking his followers and all the people that do his content co-creation, which bike looks better in black? And that's a hard call because these bikes are so different. They're both gorgeous, but yeah, they're both gorgeous. I say it's a tie.
Let's go with that. That's a fair statement.
So we're
I'm a little partial. Yours is real pretty, man. Real pretty.
You couldn't get more different than two bikes, a V-twin and an inline 6, but both just badass for two different things, but kind of do everything well. So we are up at the Sailor Spillway. We just talking to me about it. So what is it about this complex? I mean, it's pretty big. Just riding in, I saw that.
It's a really big complex. It's attached to our big military base, Camp Dodge. So you get a lot of service personnel out here. But we have the spillway. We're gonna take a ride that's gonna take us up on this roadway way up here. That's a berm. And on the other side of it's a lake, a huge lake. And we may even make it out to the mile-long bridge. And yeah, we're gonna see a lot of stuff. What makes this place special is probably just the vastness of it. There is room for everyone, family, kids, whoever, whatever, to come out and have a good time. And in Iowa, you'll notice something, a sort of reoccurring theme about our wonderful state. It's very green. We have more shades of green and mostly a lot of stuff to do outside than anywhere you go. And we like it because 4 months out of the year we're stuck inside. So
I was just commenting earlier that this is the most people I've ever seen wave at me that weren't on bikes.
Oh yeah.
So everybody's so nice here. Like the couple that we were revving the bikes at the red light, and there was a couple just waving back at us. They thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen.
Oh yeah.
So it was very cool.
Iowans take it a little slower. They're definitely quite a bit nicer than a lot of places I've been. And literally, if you'll know you're in Iowa because you'll see somebody holding the door for you, and you'll be halfway across the parking lot. You're a mile away, and they're still holding that door for you. They'll stand there 10 minutes to let you in and say good morning.
Very cool. Let's check out this. So this is part of the spillway. This looks like the
Exit.
The exit, if you will.
Discharge line for the lake. And it gets going. After a couple of weeks of rain that we had almost a month back now, this thing was blowing water out like you wouldn't believe it. It was roaring, and you'll hear it when we get up there. There's a roar, just the sheer power of nature, the unbridled fury of water churning, like with the force of a lake behind it.
This is kind of gorgeous. You just watch it. If you've got something going on in your head, you could come down and watch this water, and I think it would fix it. There's something calming, and it's very weird. So being a sailor, you know, retired from the Navy, but there's something about the water that when you stare at it, even when it's agitated, it calms you. And that's why people have, you know, their sleep, you know, music is waves and babbling brooks and, you know, waterfalls, because there's something about water that reaches you inside your soul.
Me and the wife often go to bed to rain on a tin roof.
My wife goes to go to bed with rain every night.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Don't drop it. Don't drop the camera. That looks very angry. I think if you were to fall into that, you wouldn't get out. I think you're done.
The way fluid works, it's not just hydraulic. It's right there. It actually stands up and out. So what happens is right there, you get a roll or a turning effect. So if you fell in, you would get sucked back to the roll, stuck in that roll until it decided to let you go.
There's definitely something about water. Definitely something about water that soothes your soul. So, thanks for that, Bleek. It's been a very rough week. For those of you who don't know, I just quit my job to do YouTube full-time. Okay, not really. I quit my job to go to another job. But the last week of work has been a little hectic. Again, it's fun. I love the people I work with. But you've always got that nagging in the back of your mind. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right career path for me? Am I doing what I think is right? But you know, everybody knows I work for Indy Ridge. Not the company I quit, by the way. Indy Ridge is something that I do for fun to help out a friend. But Steve, the owner of Indy Ridge, says, you know, live risk. And if you don't risk it, you'll never know if you can make it. You settle into this humdrum low life of getting up every day, doing the same thing, going back to bed, and you never know what you're actually capable of. And that's the same whether it's talking about work, your life, career, relationships, getting a motorcycle, going cross country, deciding on a whim, hey, I'm gonna drive, 900 miles and go see a friend. I'm gonna drive cross country because I have a friend there that I've never seen in his house, so I'm gonna go and drive across country. Live risk. Like everybody knows, I was going to go to California, but I actually didn't have time, and that's the only thing that stopped me from going to California was I ran out of time. But what I did have time to do is come up here and see that guy up there, Bleek Rides, and it was totally worth it. And that's something 10 years ago I would not have on a whim say, hey, I'm going to ride up on a weekend and see somebody. I would have never done that. But look at me now. And I think it's a combination of things. It's growing up, getting older, doing things, Look at us, breaking the law. Bunch of criminals we are. But that's what life is about. You got to take risks. Get out there, do the thing that you're not quite sure if you can do, and find out if you can do it. You might be pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly. Let's take two. And I can probably do more. If I can do that, I can do the next thing. Keep challenging yourself. Keep risking everything. Granted, I ain't saying go play the stock market and sell your house and put all the money into the stock market. I'm saying get out there. Do the thing that you're scared of doing and find out if you're actually capable of it. All right, that's enough about that. Let's ride motorcycles.
Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. You're chilling when the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
All right, so we're here with Tiffany, and she's the bartender at this fantastic establishment. So what do you do here?
Well, I'm bartending. I kind of just make sure everybody tries to get along and make sure that they have a drink in their hand, that they're having a good time.
So what's your favorite part of bartending?
My favorite part about bartending is, one, the family that we have here. There's only a group of maybe 7 of us that actually work here. And since living in small towns and moving away from my family, this place has definitely became my family. That and the customers themselves, they are really great.
So where'd you come from?
I came from Milford, Iowa.
Okay. Nice. So what's the biggest difference in there and here?
Well, the biggest difference between Milford and Des Moines, Iowa is Milford is basically 2 feet of town in the middle of a cornfield, and Des Moines a little bit bigger than that.
Alright, I noticed you got a lot of tattoos. What is your favorite tattoo?
I was a tattoo artist. My favorite tattoo, because I was a tattoo artist for probably about 9 years, is the ones I let my kids do on me when they were 6 and 8.
That's awesome. All right, so I noticed you got a Darth Vader. You've got a Death Star. What's your tie-in with Star Wars?
I've liked Star Wars since I was little. It was one of the things that my brother really liked, Star Trek, and just couldn't have none of that. So
Gotta have a rivalry.
Yeah.
Let me see that Darth Vader, because that is absolutely neat. So we've got the Death Star up here. Holy crap, it goes all the way around. That is freaking awesome. That is freaking brilliant. Alright, so what is your favorite movie in the Star Wars? I guess it's a octilogy now. Have they done the 9th one yet?
Gosh, they've done so many. I kind of cut out around the time that Disney took over a little bit. It's like, how many now, that's what I call musics, can you have? Because after a while, there's just a bit too many. I gotta go with the original one, just because it's the first one I had.
1977.
And you can find it on dang near anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so thanks for interviewing with us. Is there anything you'd like us to know about you before we go?
Not necessarily, man.
What's your favorite,
Yeah.
what's your favorite drink to make?
Whatever makes the customer happiest.
Will you give us the secret ingredient behind the hell yeah? Or the fuck yeah?
It's gotta be compassion.
You want to plug
Made with love. Alright, so tell us where we are and what we do here.
We're at Kung Fu Tap and Taco, probably getting drunk.
Everybody say hello.
Another one there.
And a Budweiser, please. Paper bun drink.
We're so poor growing up that Mom would tell us, all right, kids, gather around the kitchen table. And then she would read us from a recipe book at dinner time. But my brother Doug, he was the youngest, he was so hard of hearing, he nearly starved to death. That's terrible. That's it. So we were still poor. It was a year later, still poor as fuck. So Dad would say, okay, kids, gather in the station wagon. We're going to KFC. So we were all so fucking happy because we liked KFC. Not that we would look at windows and shit. But he was like, all right, he'd park and he'd say, all right, get out. Go lick other people's fingers.
All right, so why can't orphans play baseball?
Why can't orphans play baseball?
Because they don't know where home is.
You're a horrible person.
I'm horrible. Kramer hates.
Hold on. I'm gonna make names up. Oh no, I'm gonna make names up. All right, so this is all the friends I met here. So this is Brandy, Constantine, Laura, and this is Candy. Liquor Candy. All right, so I'm about to head out. So I want to tell these women, thank you very much, ladies, for entertaining me fully. And this lady.
Wait.
Okay. Thank you very much. You know she led a very cool life, and she probably, we had to cut it off at that. So thank all you ladies for being very, very gracious to me.
Thank you so much.
And entertaining me and all the jokes. Thank you very much. All right, this is American Dream Machine. Tell us a little about this place.
This guy, he's a local. He's been in business at least 20 years. I've been driving by this place for that long. He started out just doing restorations, and he had a cool showroom. And I think it became a whole big business because now the guy also owns the building behind here, and it's got a full restoration and fabrication shop. So this gentleman has definitely brought some real beauty to Des Moines. And
inside there's some...
Yeah, it's probably closed till Monday. But look, there's the old Easy Rider picture right up on the wall. I mean, he just makes his living restoring cars and bringing back the beauty to the world. And I mean, he's got quite the collection. Everything authentic, everything original, or as close as it can be. Not sure if that's a Morgan back there or what that is.
It almost looks like an early, I don't know, it has Cobra vibes, but it also has Porsche vibes. That might be an early Porsche. Smoking shop. It's hard to see the suns on her back, but yeah.
Yeah.
Early Corvette.
Now this.
Got me in this car, she's right passed out.
That is beautiful. Come on, GT 500 SR.
Wish I could get some better shots of this. This is freaking insane.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we hit Eleanor. What I love about this is we're in Des Moines, Iowa. 99% of the population in America probably thinks we're flyover country. There's nothing to see here, just some hicks out in the middle of a cornfield. And 13% of that statement is true. But the rest of it's actually a whole lot of people just living life, enjoying life, and having fun. And we get to have a lot of fun because we're out in the middle of nowhere here. So there really ain't nobody watching when you hop on a quad that's completely modded out, bansheeing around, or, you know, ripping on your bike. And when I was growing up, this section all the way up to the first set of buildings was called the Loop. And everybody would come drive around down here, and you know, that was when people still modded car stereos and were doing that whole thing. And to watch this town grow into what it is now, we've got whole breweries. Right over there is a big brewery. We've got the whole downtown connection. We've got the sculpture park and bike trails galore and all this stuff for people to do. And it's very inclusive. They really want you to come get out, walk around. They're constantly having events down here where they'll close off whole sections of the city and then have a big concert venue or a taco fest where they have taco trucks from all around the country come and then provide a great big festival, if you will. In the early years, they had the Des Moines Grand Prix, the Rouen Grand Prix, where the Rouen building, which is that big steel square building, would put on an actual Formula One race in downtown Des Moines, where they'd section off the whole city and have Formula One race cars racing around the city of Des Moines.
That's insane.
Isn't that insane?
It's not American. That's like totally European Euro trash stuff. But it's insane.
Oh, it's so. There's a lot of stuff here that, you know, needs updated, but there's a lot of stuff that's really moving the place forward. And the people, you won't find a nicer class of people here. I mean, from big to small, from little to tall, you're gonna find people who will hold the door for you, who will give you the shirt off your back,
Who'll wave at you,
who will wave at you.
even though you're a dirty biker.
And I personally have seen people broke down on the side of the road, bikers, and stopped and tried to help. Sometimes they let me, sometimes they don't. But it's okay to do that here. It's okay to be outgoing. It's okay to be generous. And I'm sure there's the occasional person who will take advantage of that. But for the most part, look at that little bunny. For the most part, people are really good to each other here. And it's kind of that, we have a small city right here in the heartland.
Rev-It in the middle of the city.
But the heart of it is really big. The heart of this city is a really big heart. And so we have all the stuff a big city would have, but with that small town speed. You know, just take it slow. This is Sunday. Sunday in Des Moines. It looks like we have the city to ourselves.
Kind of did.
Yeah.
It's actually insane.
The real young man, I'd come here and skateboard and get run out of here by security. So now Des Moines has an Olympic-sized skate park down by the river. and we had the Mountain Dew Olympic skate competition or qualifying competition. Huge skate park. And then we have an amazing skate shop. The manager there, a guy named Kevin Jones, is he grew up skating. I skated with the guy growing up, and he runs the local skate shop, and there's a huge following that goes down to the skate park. There's Skate Des Moines that teaches skating lessons. And now it's interesting, 25 years later, how much Des Moines has embraced skate culture. Because I remember being chased off by security, running for my life with my board in my hand to get away from security guards trying to wrap me up or take my board. And that's a lot of the chunkiness you'll see on this stuff is from years, decades of skaters hitting it, skating, and actually tearing up the edges a little bit.
And if you look at it, it looks like a skater's dream. I mean,
it was, and there was so much fun stuff to play on or do little things, and again, getting to see the city grow. It's really went through a couple of growing pains and a couple of growing spurts, where now we have a little bit of something for everybody. We have river venues, we have river restaurants, we have a completely redone public library that is very open to the public. You can go right in there and use a computer. I don't think a library card costs you nothing. One of the libraries even rents tools should you need them. Yeah, I mean, the stuff we have available to everybody here is really open. It's open to everybody. The one hiccup is 4 to 5 months out of the year, it snows, it's -10, it's nasty out, you don't want to do nothing. I typically go hide in my garage and work on my bike and get ready for the next time I can ride. And I made a video January 1st of this year because I couldn't wait. It was like 10 degrees outside, but I couldn't wait. I went riding. I had some new pegs on, I had some different grips on, I had to try my gear out. You got a field test. And so I did. I hopped on that bike and I came right down here to downtown, and I got a nice shot. This road's really fun because this road right here will lead you all the way to our state capitol, which is, I think, the only state capitol in the entire United States that has 5 domes. The dome is covered in gold leaf. It's like $2 million worth of gold on top of that dome. Don't get any ideas out there. And then we have a library inside our state capitol that looks like something out of the Renaissance. I mean, spiral staircases, 5 or 6 decks high, stories just high of books. Incredible. The amount of art, the amount of beauty that went into our state capitol, you won't find in few places in the entire United States, save maybe Washington, D.C. We don't build buildings like that anymore. They're not built with the beauty that used to be a standard. Now everything is square or brutalist. And I really like that we went through a whole big restoration process. It was a 20-year process where they restored our state capitol to its former glory, to its former beauty, and kept it open. You can just, as a member of the public, walk in and walk around. Nobody's gonna bother you, nobody's gonna harass you, nobody's gonna stop you. It's open to the people, because ultimately, it's the people's house.
thanks you guys for talking to me. Is there anything, last thoughts? One thing, more thing you want to tell me?
If you've seen this video before August 24th, please come. If you need a hotel, no matter where you're from, we'll host you. Come experience the I Am Africa, August 24th.
Okay, so give me the whole group one more time, and then do you have a website?
Yep.
Place people can go to? Go ahead and give it to me.
So we are Genesis Youth Foundation. You can visit us at genesisyouthfoundation.org. We have a Facebook page called Genesis Youth Foundation, and we're in the state of Iowa. August 23rd, 24th is our fundraiser. So the 23rd is the Ubuntu Leadership Summit. What Ubuntu means, I am because we are. So sharing knowledge and resources on the 24th. The 23rd is free event for everyone 14 and up to come and just learn about resources in Iowa. We partner with the state of Iowa with some state agencies just to bring in resources. And then Celebration of Africa happens on the 24th, August 24th, where you can dress in your African attire, dress in your evening gown, come experience Africa. We say experience the magic of Africa through food, fun, fashion, and just the overall experience while raising funds for Genesis Youth Foundation.
So I probably had one of the most fulfilling interviews. I'll put a little bit of it, I probably did put a little bit of it into this one. The full video probably has already came out about the Ubuntu. Just something made me feel like I needed to stop and talk to those people. If you're wondering now why I stopped and talked to those people, it's because so I may not seem like it for who I am, but I'm a very deeply religious person, and something about talking to those people just made me want to stop and talk to them. And it ended up being for a great thing. They do a great thing. It's for a great cause, and I'm happy I did it. So this is later me talking. I feel fulfilled. And I'm happy with what happened, so good stuff. I know you're not going to believe this, but I found the rain again.